Welcome to Hoops Archives, where we focus on sharing real and interesting player stories on and off the NBA court. Subscribe to our channel to help you discover a more interesting NBA. How much dating history does NBA legend Michael Jordan have? He had dated countless women, and he lost $168 million when he divorced his first wife. At the age of 50, he married a model 16 years younger than him. Michael Jordan, as a name that carries the youth and dreams of countless people, is still a legend after retiring for so long, and is an eternal superstar in the hearts of countless fans. Michael Jordan is now a successful businessman, but for those who are familiar with Michael Jordan, he is still a good husband who loves his wife. In 2013, 50-year-old Michael Jordan married 34-year-old supermodel Yvette Prieto. At that time, this marriage shocked the entire American society. Many people said that the combination of an old man and a young wife was too out of line, and many people even said that Michael Jordan was greedy for the beauty of the model, and Yvette Prieto was just greedy for Michael Jordan's money. But soon, Michael Jordan's performance slapped everyone in the face, because it turned out that the relationship between the two was really deep. Michael Jordan had been married before Yvette Prieto. His ex-wife was Juanita Vanoy, and his relationship with Juanita Vanoy was a mess. In the 1990s, Michael Jordan was the undisputed ruler of the NBA court. Like all successful athletes, Michael Jordan was also a famous playboy. According to some sports magazines, Michael Jordan had countless women during his peak period, but Michael Jordan chose Juanita Vanoy as his wife. In fact, their marriage was completely accidental, because Juanita Vanoy appeared in front of the media with a big pregnant belly and publicly asked Michael Jordan to marry her. Michael Jordan had to agree to this marriage under pressure from public opinion. The reason why Juanita Vanoy pursued Michael Jordan so persistently was also completely for Michael Jordan's wealth. She said that the child in her belly was Michael Jordan's, and Michael Jordan must be responsible for it. Michael Jordan could not deny it, so he had to agree to the forced marriage. The marriage between the two was a helpless act, so Michael Jordan completely hated Juanita Vanoy. At that time, in order to fulfill his promise, Michael Jordan chose to hold the wedding at 3:30 in the morning, and there were only 4 people attending the wedding, and the wedding process was completed in less than 10 minutes. However, Juanita Vanoy herself was not dissatisfied with Michael Jordan's behavior. After all she wanted was the title of Michael Jordan's wife. In 1989, he married his first wife Juanita Vanoy with a child, and the two had been playing separately after marriage. Michael Jordan went out to play basketball every day, and spent a lot of money with other women after the game, while Juanita Vanoy was mainly responsible for spending Michael Jordan's money. The two spent 18 years of marriage together. In 2006, Juanita Vanoy chose to divorce Michael Jordan. This divorce can be called the most shocking divorce lawsuit in the American sports world. No one knows where Juanita Vanoy collected so much information about Michael Jordan's cheating, but the final result is obvious. Juanita Vanoy received $168 million in divorce compensation and a luxury estate in Chicago in this divorce case, which can be said to have directly taken away half of Michael Jordan's wealth. In an interview with the media, Michael Jordan could only helplessly say that he had finally gotten rid of the troubles of this woman. After all, this marriage started with coercion from the beginning, and ended with Michael Jordan compensating half of his property to his ex-wife. This also made Michael Jordan dare not remarry for a long time, until he met the Cuban model Yvette Prieto, which made Michael Jordan's heart not open again. In the few years after Michael Jordan's divorce, he seemed to become very low-key, and the frequent peach blossom scandals in the past disappeared. During this period, Michael Jordan has been living alone, and Yvette Prieto is a rare woman who rekindled Michael Jordan's passion for life. At the 2008 Major League Baseball All-Star Game post-party, Michael Jordan met Cuban supermodel Yvette Prieto. Michael Jordan could not hide his love for Yvette Prieto and launched a pursuit offensive on the spot. Yvette Prieto was born in Cuba in 1978, 16 years younger than Michael Jordan. Her family moved to the United States when she was a child. Yvette Prieto's father opened a company in Miami, and the whole family settled there. With her outstanding appearance and figure, Yvette Prieto entered the modeling industry early. Less than a year after falling in love, Michael Jordan moved from Chicago to Miami. The only reason why he could wrong himself so much was to end the long-distance relationship and give Yvette Prieto the greatest sense of security. But Michael Jordan's sudden move attracted the attention of the media. After the paparazzi squatted for many days, his underground love with Yvette Prieto became known to the world. In 2009, Michael Jordan brought his girlfriend Yvette Prieto with him at the Hall of Fame ceremony, announcing their relationship to the outside world. Although the two are 16 years apart, this has not become a barrier between them. And Yvette Prieto is not just beautiful. When she was a model, she worked with Alexander Wang, the former creative director of Balenciaga. But what Michael Jordan likes most is Yvette Prieto's low-key personality. He always likes to take Yvette Prieto to some high-end occasions, wear the most expensive clothes, and drink the most expensive wine. But Yvette Prieto always keeps a normal heart and never shows off these on social media. But when the whole world questioned this relationship, Michael Jordan made a promise to stay together for life. In 2011, he successfully proposed with a $1.5 million diamond ring. Unlike Michael Jordan's ex-wife Juanita Vanoy, Yvette Prieto quickly won the love of Michael Jordan's family. She offered to let Michael Jordan take her back to his hometown of Wilmington, North Carolina to visit Michael Jordan's mother and relatives, a move that won praise from Michael Jordan's family. Compared with Juanita Vanoy's hasty wedding, Michael Jordan's wedding with Yvette Prieto was obviously more attentive. In 2013, with the blessings of relatives and friends, the two held a wedding in a mansion in Florida, and this wedding obviously showed that Michael Jordan was sincere because he spent a full $10 million on the wedding. This grand wedding invited 500 relatives and friends. Those who attended the wedding banquet were all relatives and friends of the two families, which can be said to give Yvette Prieto full face. After the wedding, the next task for Michael Jordan and Yvette Prieto was to have children. Although Michael Jordan was already 50 years old and has had a vasectomy, he decided to reverse vasectomy to satisfy Yvette Prieto's desire for motherhood. Because in his early years, Michael Jordan often couldn't control his lower body and left many illegitimate children outside. In order to control himself, he had a vasectomy. But he was getting married again. His new wife Yvette Prieto wanted to have a child with Michael Jordan, so she suggested that Michael Jordan go to the hospital for vasectomy reversal so that she can get pregnant as soon as possible. His vasectomy reversal was effective, and Yvette Prieto soon became pregnant. On February 11, 2014, Yvette Prieto gave birth to twin daughters for Michael Jordan. After many years, Michael Jordan was very excited to become a father again. He seemed to prefer the children born by the woman he liked. He could even often be seen posting videos and photos of him teasing his children on the internet. Why is Michael Jordan, who used to be a playboy, becoming more family-oriented? Since the 50-year-old Michael Jordan married supermodel Yvette Prieto, who is 16 years younger than him, he has gradually put away his bad habits of flirting with other women and has been enjoying the happiness of family life every day. As a successful businessman, Michael Jordan runs several bars, clubs and sports brands, and his net worth is now as high as $3.3 billion. He handed the business over to himself and his ex-wife's children, and enjoyed life with his wife and two little daughters every day. People living in Florida often see Michael Jordan taking his wife out on vacation. Even on a trip to Croatia, Michael Jordan hired 4 bodyguards to protect Yvette Prieto. and rented a luxury yacht for her for $1.2 million, enjoying a very luxurious vacation. Friends and relatives were surprised to find that Michael Jordan actually accompanied his wife to the sea, even though he had a deep fear of the sea. Yvette Prieto grew up by the sea and loves to go to the sea the most. In order to make his wife happy, Michael Jordan tried to overcome psychological barriers and enjoy sailing trips with Yvette Prieto. Michael Jordan and Yvette Prieto have been married for 10 years. Every time he was interviewed by reporters, Michael Jordan always proudly said that Yvette Prieto treated him very well, and the relationship between the two was like that of a couple in their first love, which can be said to have made Michael Jordan shine again. During Michael Jordan's several illnesses, Yvette Prieto took care of him meticulously, which also made many media stop talking about this marriage. But there is no doubt that many people now think that the relationship between the two may be sincere. Now Michael Jordan is 60 years old, and it seems that he has reached the age to enjoy family happiness. The 60-year-old Michael Jordan has obviously slowed down his career. In 2023, he sold most of his shares in the Charlotte Hornets, retaining only a small amount of shares, and the shares were sold for $3 billion. He also receives $200 million dividends from Nike every year. Michael Jordan can finally put down the pressure of work and enjoy life with Yvette Prieto. Michael Jordan has never been shy about the love debt he had when he was young, but he also said that his main plan now is to take care of his family. Perhaps this is also the change in Michael Jordan's mentality as he gets older. This episode is coming to an end, and everyone is welcome to leave comments. Please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates. There's even more great stuff on my channel homepage. Thank you for watching.